Oh, you better believe I start my car and let it warm up for at least 10 minutes, maybe 15 in the winter. Gotta let the engine stretch, get the blood flowing, do a little yoga before it hits the road. Wow. Okay. First off, this isn't 1987. Modern fuel-injected engines are designed to be driven almost immediately. The fastest way to warm up your car is by actually driving it, not idling in the driveway, wasting gas. So you're telling me my dad lied to me? My dad. The guy who can change a tire with his bare hands. Yes. And if he's still doing this, he's just burning money for no reason. Letting your car idle for long periods actually causes more wear on your engine over time. Plus, have you seen gas prices? Just start the car, drive gently for the first few minutes, and let it warm up as you go. Premium fuel makes my car go faster, cleans my engine, gives me better gas mileage, makes me a better person. Everyone knows this. No, it doesn't. Premium fuel doesn't clean your engine, doesn't make your car faster, and doesn't get you better gas mileage unless your car actually requires premium. So all those times I spent extra money on premium, thinking I was treating my car like a queen, I was just giving away free money? Yes. The only cars that require premium fuel are the ones with high compression engines. If your owner manual says regular is fine, you're literally throwing your money away. But hey, if it makes you feel better to treat your car like royalty, go ahead. Just know that your car doesn't care. You know, I always wondered, if an electric car drives through a puddle, does it like short circuit? Just shut off? No, it does not. Electric cars are waterproof. They're designed to handle rain, snow, car washes, everything. So I could drive one through a car wash without it exploding like an action movie? Yes, you can. Modern EVs have sealed battery packs. They're tested in extreme weather conditions. They're fine. And now, a test of our channel's monetization status. Will we get an ad, or will YouTube keep us down? Let's find out. Yeah, YouTube just texted me. They said LOL, not yet. Listen, if I get into a fight, I want to be the biggest guy in the room. Same thing with cars. Bigger equals safer. Not necessarily. A bigger vehicle might offer more mass in a crash, but safety is more than just about size. Crash structure, crumple zones, and technology matter more. So you're telling me my 1995 tank of a Suburban isn't the ultimate safety machine? Correct. Newer, smaller cars with modern crash engineering are often much safer than an old, massive SUV. I refuse to believe anything you're about to say. I just refuse. Too bad, because it's true. Back in the day, yes, manuals were more fuel efficient, but modern automatics are so advanced, they now beat manuals in MPG. So what's the point of a manual then? Fun, engagement, feeling connected to the car. That's the point. But saving gas, not anymore. Have we checked if we can return him? You know, like a manufacturer defect? Maybe we send him back and say, yes, this one is broken. Keeps saying nonsense. Doesn't respond to facts. Can we get store credit? Return me? Bruh. I'm a custom model, limited edition, no refunds, no exchanges, and absolutely no customer support. You bought the experience, now live with it. So what other car myths have you heard? Are there any you still believe? Have we ruined your childhood yet? Drop your best car myths in the comments below. Let's debunk them together. Or just let me believe what I want. Ignorance is bliss. Nah, man. We're here to learn, laugh, and grow. Now tell me, what's the worst car myth someone ever told you? I'm here, I see you, I'm trying to. You know what's cooler than just watching? Being the first to know when Aly's next video drops? Hit the bell, champ.